Positive energy all the time. Hope y'all doing great. Hope your day is going well wherever you're at in the world. Represent your city. Represent your city. I am representing Chicago, Illinois. With something like public service announcement. Yes, indeed. Remember to hit that like button as you enter. Good to see you, Mrs. Moore. To everybody on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and my YouTube, also my other Facebook, both Facebook accounts. I'm representing Chicago, Illinois. We have the great city of Atlanta. We have San Jose in the building. We got H-Town in the building. Fresno in the house. Buffalo, New York is here. Well, here we go, early morning, little public service work, a little public service announcement. We got Atlanta in the building. We got Florida in the house. Those of you all that don't know, the weather is crazy. So check your weather. Check your weather if you're across the South. Good to see you, beautiful queen. Philadelphia's in the building. For those of you in the South, make sure you check if you are in that red area. There's going to possibly be an ice storm in your area. It's going to be really, really bad. And a high possibility of power outages. Some people are saying that those power outages could last up to 1 month. This is just what's being reported. I don't want to panic you. But yes. Now, the good thing about it is it won't be cold for a month in the South. So it won't be that bad if you're in the South. You won't be freezing once you make it past this storm if your power goes out. But you might not have any electricity, any lights, any electrical refrigeration or anything like that. And it could be pretty bad because they're expecting the power lines to freeze because they're expecting temperatures at 40 to 50 below. Now, here in Chicago, we've had some serious situations like that back in the 80s, like I think 81 or 82, when I was living on the west side with my daughter's mother, and we got a 27 below zero wind chill factor. That's the coldest I've ever been in, and it's unworldly. It's like being on another planet. It's unimaginable. So 40 below, 40 to 50 below is what I think pretty much unheard of in the United States. At that temperature, I'm not sure that the media knows what could happen. I mean, windows could maybe even just shatter. I'm not sure. But I know that's pretty bad. Now it's warm where I'm at, but I just wanted to look the part. I, I went out. I went out. It's about -2, -4 in Chicago. I'm not sure what the wind chill factor is, but I was outside for about 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I didn't really get cold because I was layered up, but I could tell that if I had to be out there, it's extremely cold. So I just wanted to let everybody know, listen, call all your relatives. Okay. You got to call everybody. You got the relative that might not watch the news in a couple of days. They might not have no idea what's going on. Hopefully, you went out and got water and supplies because from what I'm hearing, the stores are basically empty. But I will tell you this, in 2025 in the United States, they will get stuff in the stores. If you live in the Chicago area, trust me, Jules will have things in that store. If Jules is empty now, there'll be food in there before they close, and for sure in the morning, because they're just going to bring everything from their warehouses, and they keep that store stacked up pretty well. So even in an emergency situation, if you live in Chicago, Jules will be all right. But we'll kind of be all right because we're far north, way up here in Illinois at the top part. So we'll get some snow barely. We might not even get much snow. Now, my friends in St. Louis, you're going to be at the edge of the snow. You're going to get some of the cold, but things don't get crazy until you get down to like Nashville, Little Rock, and below. So Raleigh, Atlanta, Jackson, Mississippi, Alexandria, Little Rock, Dallas, Houston, all of Tech. Well, I don't know where Houston is on this map, but all of Texas below Lub, Lubbock. Lubbock, I can't read it, it's so small. It's going to be horrible. So I hope you all been watching me. I hope some of you all took my advice. I've done a few live streams on survival, and I hope you all took heed on my survival live streams. You work at Walmart and the store was packed heavy. All right, keep us informed, Ross Malachi, because I'm going to have to update this probably maybe twice a day. I might have to come back tonight. So I'll probably do this twice a day. Uh, in this type of situation, we need to be prepared to send money. Uh, one year we had the sister in the hurricane. We sent her money and we talked to her live in it. Her and her husband, they made it through. She does hair, really nice queen. We sent her some money to help her. So we might have to Okay, Ross, we might have to help some people if you can afford it. But yeah, one thing I will tell you for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. When this is over and everything gets back to normal, you get your first money back, start buying what you would have needed or what you needed when this happened. Don't let it catch you again. Listen to me. When this is all clear, go buy what you don't have. Like me, I'm going to go ahead and get a portable. Um, I should have been got one. I'm going to get me a power station. I'm going to get a Jackery power station next week. I'm just going to go ahead and put the money out because I do kind of believe, and I don't like to scare you up, but I do believe we're a little bit on the dark side environmentally. I do really believe that with all of the negligence to the environment that's been done and done and done, I kind of think we're the generation that's going to pay for it. What y'all think? Like, from all these years, from years ago when they first started putting electricity everywhere and power everywhere and drilling from oil and drilling in the ocean and cutting down trees. I ain't trying to scare y'all, but we always knew it was going to be a day that the people on the planet Earth was going to have to pay. And I kind of think we're the ones. And what's crazy about that is we're definitely going to pay. So what's crazy about it is that if I'm not the one, my children and my grandchildren are definitely the ones. Which, if it happens now, me, my children, and my grandchildren will be a part of it. So I hope you got some kind of way to stay warm. Tonight I'm going to show this invention this dude made to make heat, where he took the bottoms of 3 flower pots and screwed them together with a flower pot on top, and then the top on there, and then he puts like these small candles, and it makes heat, and it'll burn for hours. I'm going to show that tonight. Yeah, baby Lane. So, guided. What can we do? You got the perfect picture on there too. That symbol of life. That's a great picture. Yeah, that's a great. You're smart. You're promoting life. That's good. Uh, okay, so look, I nobody I has is in the freezing area, but I still feel guilty that I didn't send all of my daughters and my sons this. This is Sierra Madre. Sierra Madre. Please order these. Emergency sleeping bag. When this is over, order these, okay? If you're in a family and you ride in a car, however many people usually be in that car, have that many of these in the car. However many people live in your living quarters, have that many of these in your living quarters. If you live by yourself, and if you drive around by yourself, have 2 of these in the car and in the house. Now, these are emergency sleeping bags. And what these do is, these roll out. It's like a big sleeping bag of plastic, right? But when you roll it out and get in it, it's made to generate heat. And look, it's thin. It's thin. But it's made to generate heat. And so let's say you're in your car and you slide off the road into a snowbank or something, or it's just cold outside. If you got this in the glove compartment, you can get in this until you get help, and you will not freeze. You will not, because it's designed to take your body heat and make it grow, no matter how cold, snow, whatever. If you get in here, you'll survive until somebody finds you. It's an amazing invention. It creates heat, right? If you're going camping or anything, these create heats. Afro National, good to see you. So when this is all said and done, order these. If you can order these now and you're in the area where the freezing is coming, I would just order it, because it's a high possibility they still deliver it to you even if the power is out. Sierra Madre. You just open it up. It looks like a big old piece of plastic, but it's a sleeping bag. And you just get in there and close it up. And then your body will warm it up. Swear to God. Your body will warm it up. And you could be in the snow. You could be in the snow. It could be freezing and you'll be warm once you get in this and close it up. It's fantastic, right? I have 2 of them. When this is over as gifts, I'm going to send all my children some. My grandson, I'm going to send his mother and her children and her boyfriend, and my grandson's son. You know, I want to be selfish, just send it to my grandson. So yeah, Sierra Madre. All right. You say, we getting that once a year snow and freeze down here in Dallas. This one finna be real bad, Kareem. 40 to 50 below. And they saying that the power lines might freeze and break, and you all might not have power anywhere from 20 to 40 days. No power. That's what they saying. It's a high possibility. That's why I'm live. I'm trying to warn everybody. Right? This is a pure water straw in case I got to drink dirty water if something happens, right? I tell you. Now, I got a lot of emergency stuff. I'm going to try to show only the emergency things I got that can help in situations like this. Now, just about a month or so ago, I got these in the mail. Order these, okay? Stop playing around and order these. You don't have to get this brand. These are called A19. A19 rechargeable emergency light bulbs. Okay? Men, if you got children, even if you ain't with your baby mama, buy a box and take it to your baby mama house. Even if she got another man, you want to make sure your children is all right. Right? The beautiful Teresa is here. Ooh. So you take the little plastic off the bottom. You take this and you screw it in here, right? No electricity needed. Right? These are powered, rechargeable. Let me see how I charge them. I think it's rechargeable just rechargeable. Some kind of way with this, and you just plug it in. I'll look at the instructions and tell you because I never really looked at it. Right? I got 6 of them. They're rechargeable. And how do you charge these? When I do another one, I'll show you how to charge them. But you get 6 of them. They're rechargeable. I think solar, and I think it could be plugged. Oh. This is if you want to put it in a light switch instead of, you don't have to turn it on. If you put it in a light switch, right? You can screw it in this and turn it on. That's what it is. You can put it in this and turn it on. But also, you can put it in a light and you can plug the light into this and it'll come on. Because this is also, I think, solar. So you can also put it in a light you got at the house. Oh, this is how you charge it, if I'm not mistaken. You put it in a light in the house and plug it up. And I think that's how you recharge it with this. Just put it in a light and plug the light in here. Now I got to find out how you recharge this. Nevertheless, get these. I heard Whack 100 said he got, I forgot what he called them. These all in his house. And that's what made me look it up. See? That's the other one. They already all charged up too. And I got a bunch of these plugs. I think I got 3 of these. I got 3 of those white. I got 3 of these. All right. I got a hook for every one. You can hang it up. You could basically use it like a flashlight if you have to. If you have to, you can use it when you're walking around the house in the dark. And they're solar. They're solar. They're solar. They charge solar. So I think you could just put them in the sun and charge them up. Get these, okay? Get these. Get these. If you're elderly, get what you need to protect yourself. Rechargeable. Yeah, get these. If your electricity goes out. Another thing you want to get, you want to have a couple of these laying around. You want to be able to, no matter what, this has a solar panel here. So if you're in the house, ladies, you feel it's dangerous, find out where some light is shining. Sit this where some light can shine on it, right? And you're good to go. Okay? You're good to go. It's got a light right there, and guess what? It's got a light right there. All you do is lift that, ladies, okay? All right? Automatically solar charge. You should have these kind of things. Stop buying junk and buy you some little things. These are cheap. These are dirt cheap. Okay? Solar panel. So once you put it in some light, it's going to charge up. All you got to do is open it and it comes on. It also has a flashlight. USB, we can charge it up also. Okay? You should have these type of things. Everybody that's down here in this ice part, you should have this. Because you might have to go a week. Last time the lights went out, when I was taking care of my father, we had a big storm, trees knocked down. Do you know we didn't get no electricity for like 10 days, and my father was basically not handicapped because he had dementia and Alzheimer's, so he couldn't walk around on his own. I had to buy these things now. Because I buy this stuff while my money is good. Solar. This one has a fan on it that you could, so, okay. The lights is out. You're in Texas. It gets hot. Got no electricity. Okay. Cheap. Dirt cheap. Not sure how long they'll work before they break, but you're only going to use them in an emergency, so it shouldn't break. Right? Solar, so it could charge. They're very inexpensive. Okay. Very inexpensive. You want, it's got all the cords and everything to plug it up, right? You want to be able to have light, okay? Especially if you might got children. If you got children, come on, what are you doing? Stop just thinking. No, it's not snowing. It's not snowing in Chicago. We're not in the snow zone, Christine. We're way up here in Illinois, up where the squiggly lines is at. So we're not going to get any snow. It's just going to be cold today and tomorrow. It could drop down to about 20 below or whatever. I think it's about 4 below now with the wind chill. It ain't no telling. We're not in the danger zone. That's why it's so messed up, Christine. Christine, that's why it's so bad, because it's going to hit the South where they're not. Come on, what are they going to do, Christine? Imagine you in the South where it's hot all the time and it gets 20 to 40 below, 50 below, some cases 50 below. Come on, you ain't no way you're going to be equipped. It's like when I lived in Hawaii, none of the cars got heaters. They don't sell cars with heaters in Hawaii. They probably started. Seriously. Now, I just got this. I just got this about 2-3 weeks ago. These are called a zip cut kit. Listen. Order this. It's cheap. You're in an emergency. You cut your children or somebody cut themselves. How this works is you put the cuts there, you put the bandage there, and then when you pull it, and it closes the wound. It zips the wound, it closes it. It closes. It's just two sides. And when you lay it and you pull it, the two sides come together. Boop, close the wound. You gotta have these. It's gonna close the wound like a hospital would do. Stop the bleeding immediately. Anybody that knows, once you close that wound and leave it closed, it's gonna scab. It's gonna heal. And it's gonna prevent a bad scar. Won't be no scar, because you're going to push that skin back together. If you leave it open and it heals, it's going to be a big old scar. But with this, these zip close to pull the wound closed. Boom. Soon as I seen it, I ordered it. I said, oh, I got to have that. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Now, since I'm talking about must-have in the house, must-have. This, you don't get this information hardly nowhere, is a Save Licks choking rescue device. You're in the house, everything's shut down. Somebody gets something down their throat, right? They're choking. By the time the ambulance get there, it might not be no good. The way this works like this, you take this, you put it like that, right? Pull it. When you push it back, the air comes out the sides, so it won't push the stuff down the child or anybody's throat. So when you do this, Oh, because I sucked my whole face in. So if my mouth was open, I was choking. This would pull whatever's in there up. And if you're at home by yourself, this could stop you from choking to death because you could give yourself a quote. You would do it on yourself. You just put that on there and it's gonna pull it out. If it don't work the first time, you push it in, whoop, and it's gonna come right up. Now this is worth $1 billion. Okay, save licks, get it. I got two. I got one extra one. I sent somebody one. I think I sent my daughter one. I think I sent her mother one. This is a must-have because you can be at home by yourself and you have to leave it laying right where you know it's always laying right there because if you choke, you got to be able to go get it. You can't be looking for it. This is a must. If you think I'm lying when you get it, put it on your face and pull it and watch how hard it's, watch how much it sucks. And when you push it back in, the air don't come back this way to push it further. The air comes out the sides right here, where these little holes is right here. This little hole's right there. The air comes out there. So it pulls there, go out there. Pulls there, go out there. So you push it in, it doesn't come back through here. This is genius. You in the house by yourself, emergency situation or regular situation, order this, okay? I remember one time I was driving and I had a bag of skins just before I was a vegan, and I was eating a bag of skins. I was young, probably about 17, 16, 17, and it was real dry and I couldn't breathe. The bag of skins, the skins got, I guess I ate too many and swallowed them and they was dry. Save Licks, SAVLIX. And the only thing saved me is there was a hoagie shop that sell hoagies and steaks. And I pull over and when I said, I cut the line and said, let me get a drink, a Coke. And she said, okay, one Coke. I said, no, now. And she gave me the Coke and I drank it and it washed it down because I was dying. I was absolutely dying. I was choking to death off of those dry skins. That's what I get for eating pork, huh? That's what I get for messing with that swine, huh? And here go the one for the baby. Look, here go the one for the kids. There go the one for the kids. There go the one for the kids. Bob, put that on their face. I'll do another demonstration. Put this on your baby's face. Right? With the nose there, the big part down, you put it on their face and then you pull it. Then you push it in and you pull it. And you're going to see whatever they swallowed hop out into here. You save your baby's life and your life. If you're at home by yourself, if you live by yourself, or you got to have this. If I'm at the office working by myself and I get choked, what am I going to do? Grab this. Pull. When I push it back in, pull. Watch my face when I pull. You can feel it. You can feel it. When you push it in, the air comes out the side. When you pull it, the air comes in the middle. So that way you won't push the stuff back down because the air comes out of here. The air don't come back out of there. So you and save them. It pulls hard. Whatever's in your child's throat or in your throat or anybody, it's going to come out. It's definitely going to hop out. Save licks. Some things I see, I order immediately. I ordered this right away. As soon as I seen it, I ordered it. I ordered like 4 or 5. I don't know how many I've ordered, but I know I gave. I'm telling you, so save your life right here. See, I got this, the extra one I haven't given away yet. I don't know where I'm gonna give this to somebody. I got to check my children to see which ones who got one and who didn't yet. But I just ordered some more. I just use them for gifts, give them away as gifts. Of course, I always keep some kind of way to purify my water. So I got 2 of these water purifiers. When things go bad, criminals come out. Ladies, okay? Ladies, keep the bear spray. Ladies, regardless, keep the bear spray. Now, I don't know if you want to keep it in the car. If it get hot, this might explode in the hot temperatures in the car. But you might want to keep it in your purse, and you definitely want to keep one at the house, maybe by your bed where you sleep at. Just sitting on bear spray. Bear spray. When some of the top security people I know, when they have to take a famous rapper or a famous person into a club, and the club absolutely don't allow guns, they take this. Because this will make the whole crowd move. A mad dog, any situation. Now, under emergency situations, criminals try to take advantage. But these is items that you can get whether it's an emergency situation or not. You feel me? Bear spray, ladies. Get the bear spray. Ladies, you out in the front. Have your little pouch. Have your bear spray hooked on you, ladies. You're in the house. You're out in your yard chilling. Maybe you're out in your yard raking leaves. Maybe you're out there planting your flowers. You look up, here comes somebody pit bull and got loose. He running from across the street. You see he coming at you. I hit his ass. He gonna stop. He gonna stop. The bear spray, ladies, get the bear spray. You going camping, have the bear spray. You in your car, ladies. When you walk out the house, ladies, if you got your gun on you, great. But your bear spray is also great. Got torn apart by a pit bull. Yes, it's going to work for anything that breathes. Coyotes breathe. It's going to work on a wolf, a coyote, a tiger, a lion, a bear, anybody, because everybody got to breathe and everybody got to see, and this is going to mess up their breathing and blind them. They're going to have to go the other way. And it comes out strong. Boom, like a shotgun. It ain't coming out like it's coming out. Whew. You understand? Coyote, definitely. They're going to go the other way. Look, I can prove it. Will a coyote run up on the skunk? No. Soon as the skunk hit him, he threw. He threw. Nothing can conquer a skunk. Nothing. There's no animal out there that can conquer a skunk except a badger, I think. I think the badger is the only one that still go and eat them. Badgers is crazy. I think the badger, badgers are crazy. The badger might still eat them. The badger is weird, but ain't no other animals. Yeah, the bear spray. Like when I get things like this, I send them to all my children's mothers. Yeah, the Wolverine. That's what I'm thinking about. The Wolverine. Yeah, not the badger, the Wolverine. Yeah, the Wolverine. Yeah. Yeah, the Wolverine is the one I'm talking about. I don't think it's the badger. I think the Wolverine. I think he's right. The Wolverine is the one that's crazy. Can kill anything. But yeah, I get this kind of stuff. I send it to all my children's mothers. You know what I'm saying? I always protect my children's mothers because my children need them. See what I'm saying? So that's a way to protect my children. Don't get so emotional because you're not with a woman that you ain't making sure that she can still take care of your offspring. So any woman out here that got my children, it's my responsibility if I have to. If she don't need my help, then cool. But if it's a situation, I'll go in the store, I'll buy it, I'll send it to all of them. Here, 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 here. You put this by your bedstand. Take this with you wherever you go. Because if my woman get out the car with my son and my daughter and somebody attack her, now my daughter and son, they can snatch the baby. They can snatch the child. So, yeah, bear spray. And under situations with bad weather, like let's say everything really goes bad down south and they out of electricity for a month, like they said, or 40 days. They say anywhere from 30 to 40 days, but mostly around a month. After about 3 days, the crooks gonna come out because everybody gonna be out scavenging, breaking in homes, doing all kind of crazy stuff because they trying to survive too. So you're gonna have your weapons, you're gonna have your legal guns, and you're gonna have anything possible to protect yourself anytime society collapses. Okay? Anytime society collapses. Now I'm not gonna show the rest of the weapons. We'll probably do that next time. You get the idea. Just gonna show you the things you absolutely need. Bing. You absolutely need this radio. This radio is solar, right? There go the solar, right? This radio is solar. There go the solar. So if you're in a house or anywhere, all you got to do is put it where the sun can shine on. It's going to come on. If everything's down, your TV and everything, you're going to be able to turn on your radio and find out what's going on. Now, this one, the battery, it looks like the battery's gone. Yeah, so this one got to be charged up, but it's got solar. And all you got to do is put it in the sun or hook it to USB. Or they say, well, Pharaoh, it's down. How's it going to work? Also, if I needed this right now, I don't want to wait till it charges. Guess what I could do? I could charge it myself. I could charge it myself. Yeah, I can charge it myself. Yep. Look, it lit up already, and I didn't even do it that many times. Look. You do that? All right. You have a good day too, and charge it up. Charge it up yourself. Right? You got your antenna. And Boom, you got your radio. You can find out what's going on. Yep. It also got all your USB. So as long as you got a charger, you ready. So you say, well, bro, the battery's out in it. Doesn't matter. You know why? Because I have power banks. You have to have power banks. Okay? Let me show you something. You have to have power banks. This is a power bank. This is a big power bank. And I can just plug it into this. I got another power bank. It must have, oh, here it goes. Okay, so I have these two power banks. This power bank, had an electrical storm last year. I had a friend over because they needed somewhere to stay for a couple of days while their house was getting ready. And an electrical line fell in the back and no lights. I plugged her phone and my phone in here, and it totally charged both phones. And this the light that show you how much power it got. And do you know it was still fully powered the next morning? The lights was back on. And I had a young lady, she was in trouble. I let her sleep on the bed and I slept on the air mattress. And that's another thing, man. If a woman is in some type of trouble and that's not your woman, don't be trying to take advantage of her and shit. I wasn't trying to have sex with the lady. I was just trying to help the lady till she get her house ready. Her phone went out and my phone went out because we had no electricity in here. And this was a great one. This one is called, which one is this? This one is called the Patriot. This is a good one, the Patriot. All four of these lights come on. And the next day, the next morning, both phones was fully charged and all the power was still full. There's four of these. All four of these, they be blue. And this was still fully charged. I haven't used this one yet. Right? I haven't used this one yet. This one is called you can see the green light on it. It's no, I'm moving it around. What's the name of this one? I can't see the name of this one, but this is a more reputable company, Patriot. Get the Patriot. But this one is great too. Now, this one holds way more. Way more than these. So as long as I keep this charged up, this could have my lights on and everything. All I need is a cord that go from USB to a plug, which I need to order. This go from Yeah, generator's very smart. That's what I'm gonna get as soon as this is over, all over. Like next week or so, I'm gonna go ahead and get. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a power bank so I could use it inside, and I ain't got to worry about no gas, something, nothing like that. So I'm gonna get the Jackery, and when you get the Jackery, you can get the big solar panels, and then you don't need no gas or nothing. You can just plug it and hang it to the solar panels, and you good, and you ain't got no noise either. But this is excellent. Now that this one, once it's fully charged, it's like 50,000 MPHs. Okay. Now this one, let me see how much MPHs is this one. I don't see it on here. Let me see how much MPHs is this one. This one is 10,000. Oh, MAHs. MAH. So this one is 10,000 MAHs. I would imagine this one is probably 10,000 MAHs also. This is 50,000 MAHs. So if I charge this up, I could use this to charge both of these up. So I got plenty power. I could use the power to create power. This is going to charge these up, and this one is still going to have a lot of electricity in it. So now I got lots and lots and lots of electricity because I use this to charge up this. Okay. Okay. Serious emergencies. The Durotech 4-way multifunctional utility key and seal cock key. Men, pay attention. I'm giving you some super duper game. Support the channel. Make them donations. Look, you ain't gonna get this game nowhere. You ain't gonna get this nowhere, okay? All right, here we go. It's right here. Men, brothers and sisters, especially the men, but the sisters too. Listen what I tell you. You need this in a super emergency situation. This gonna make you like James Bond 007. You ever go to the bank or walk by a building and they got a hose coming out the side of the wall and they washing off the sidewalk, or they got the water hose running, or they got some electrical plugged up? But mostly they have water. You ever see there's a building and there'll be a little rectangle like a plug outlet. And they have the hose hooked to it so they can wash down the front of the building. Once they take that hose off of there, they close that little cover up. There's a metal cover on that. So now, with these, I shouldn't be telling y'all this. I'm telling you, I'm giving you super. With these, Let's say Chicago's in a turmoil. Nobody got no water. Everything messed up. With these, I have all the necessary size to go to one of these big businesses. Go to the little metal plate on the side. Find the one that fit. Open it up. Then there's a spigot. Find one of these to turn the spigot on. So this gonna open the plate. This gonna turn the spigot on. Give me some water, right? Like a gorilla. Boom, like James Bond. Turn it back off. Put the plate back on now. And thank you, Bank of America or Chase Bank or whatever company that provided me with water while everybody else ain't got none. Yeah. Yeah. Utility key and seal cock key. Right? I forgot which one is which. One of them is to open it, and one of them is to turn it on. One of them is to open a little plate. It's a little metal plate. All these businesses got them. They got to have them in case they need water outside. All right? So, boom, it's out here. Ain't nobody got no water. It's messed up. Boom, I go. I look for the little plate. You see them next time. You'll see them on the building. I go, open up the plate, put that on there, turn on the water, fill up my jugs, turn it back off, be courteous, put their plate back on there so there's no evidence of the crime. And I got me some water. Thank you, First National Bank or the government building or whoever's building this is. Thank you for letting me access your water supply. See, this is gorilla. I'm on some gorilla stuff, okay? All right? Okay? Now, Big Pharaoh, that's why I'm Big Pharaoh, not Little Pharaoh or Young Pharaoh. Look, 2 4-way multifunctional you understand? Utility key and seal lock key. Get this. This could stop you from dying of thirst out here. Yeah, if you got to bug out, if you got to get the bug out bag. Now back to the ladies. Ladies, okay, no, one more. I forgot my other little bitty. I got the little baby too. I didn't got to get a baby some props. I got my little baby power station. The Mopey power station. This is the little baby. Okay, Bob. Look at that. So you keep this charged up too. And you ain't got to worry about, whoop, it's charged up. Whoop, whoop, you see, it's charged up, baby. Okay, there's some more power. There's some more power I can access. You got a spare one. See what I'm saying? So, Angie, tell them I ain't lying. Hey, did I just not give them some of the most powerful survival information ever with this? I just led them to water when ain't nobody got no water. I just showed them no matter what, they gonna have some water. Oh my soul. Oh my soul, no matter what, they gonna find some water, ain't they? They gonna find some water. Now, ladies, I treat y'all ladies like I treat my daughters. Now, I tell you right now, if you're out here and you run up on my daughters, it's going to go bad for you. It's going to go bad for you if you run up on my babies, because they're going to hit you with the icky, icky, ah. You know what I'm saying? See, I look out for the ladies. When I say I look out for the ladies, that includes my daughters and my granddaughters. Now, my daughters is strapped. I got to get my oldest granddaughter ready. She in high school. I got to get her ready for the haters out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna send my little baby, my little granddaughter, I'm finna send her hers. This the one right here. This the smack, you know? This the smackety smack, right? Because people play too much, ladies, and in emergency situations, they'll try you out here. They'll try you, got the light. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, I'm telling you, hang it right on your key ring. We not letting nobody abuse our ladies out here on no foolishness. You know what I'm saying? When things go bad, survival. Ladies, this the one you get. Get the smack. It's going to be hard to find it, because this the one that the police advise. This ain't the bootleg one. So it's going to be hard to find it, but you're going to find it. Smack. You're going to hit them with the 16 million soul. You're going to hit them with the smack. Get the smack, ladies, because when things go bad, the criminals come out bogus. You know what I'm saying? So the ladies, you should have the bear spray. You should have that. Now another thing is, you can't have too much light. This is one of them lights that, you could start a fire with this. You know what I'm saying? And it, it go from small like that. It go from small. Let me see, small to, to crazy, crazy big. You want one of these, because these can help you, like if you're out and you got to look far away, you need this. If you got to look far away, you know what I'm saying? If you got to look far away, you need this. This is gone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it get big too. It get big. So you want one of these lights. These are good. These are real good lights right here. You see what I'm saying? See, whoop. You do that, then you push it in. You know what I'm saying? Pull it out, push it in. Pull it out, push it in. See? See, ladies? These are good. I got 74. Got to charge it up. It's down to 74. Okay? All right? These things are cheap and things that you could just buy on the fly. Okay? These are things you could buy on the fly to make sure you can take care of yourself. Now, here's another thing. Fire. Fire is important. Now, this right here, this is shout out to my man, my main man. All right. Blackbeard. Shout out to Blackbeard. And this match, you could take this match and you could throw this in a pond. You could throw this in a sink of water. And you could take it out the sink and light it. These waterproof matches. These are waterproof matches. Because you might got to cook in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? All the lights and stuff, but you might got to cook in the backyard. Yeah. You might have to cook in the backyard. Straight up. You got to have fire. You got to have fire. Okay? You got to have fire. Because you might have to cook in the backyard. You always want to be able to survive. You're going to have food. You're going to have shelter. You're going to have water. And you're going to have protection. That's what you're going to have. Now, they saying the shelves is empty and all of that, right? You should have been, well, like I told you, bought these, and you should have been stored up your food, right? I had somebody call me and say, Pharaoh, if everything go bad, do you got food? Do I have food? I told y'all. Now you get the gamma buckets, okay? The gamma bucket. The gamma bucket, the top screw on it, right? I got 2 of these. I got bay leaves in here, so no bugs. Look, there go a bunch of rice, and I don't know what's in the bottom, but it's full. It's heavy. See? See? On myself. You understand? You got to have food. You got to have food. And you got to treat the food. So there's going to be bugs in it, but you're going to kill them. You can kill them so they won't take over your food. They'll be dead. You understand? So it's bugs in all the food, but there might be baby eggs, but you have to kill them. So that way, all this rice ain't nothing moving around in there. There might be a couple bugs in there, but they dead. There ain't nothing. You're going to just pick it. You're going to clean it. You're going to pick it out and clean it anyway when you eat it, right? Right? Because it's always bugs, right? And after so long, those bugs are going to take over the food, and you're going to open it up, and it's going to be 1,000 bugs in it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to kill them. When you kill them, then they can't damage your rice. They just be in there dead and dry. That ain't nothing but protein in an emergency situation. You know what I'm saying? But you going to take the rice and pick it up and clean it anyway. You're going to pick it up with your hand. You're going to look through it and cook it anyway. Right? But you gotta unalive the bugs that's in it. Now, this is how you unalive the bugs, okay? Watch closely. This is what you got to do before you store your food. Now, I didn't put it in mason jars. I just put it in the container. Now, once again, you have to put it in the freezer for 5 days. You put it in for 5 days, any bugs in there gonna die. Then you have to sit it on the counter for 5 days because there's gonna be eggs in there. You gotta let the eggs hatch. It's gonna take 5 days. Then you put it back in the freezer for 5 days to kill the babies. Then you take it out, you let it thaw for 5 days. Then you can store it however you're going to store it. Me, I just put them in the buckets I got like this. Put some bay leaves in there and screw that top on there. Okay? Screw that top on there. So when I just looked at that rice, I seen some dead bugs too. I seen some black ones. Wasn't a whole lot of them either. There ain't no problem. I'm going to clean it. But if I wouldn't have treated it, you would have seen stuff running all through that rice. You would have seen a whole hundreds of them would be in there just moving around. I'm telling you. Do you see me looking at the rice? It was some black ones, some dead ones. Right? Those are probably the babies that hatched. Or maybe the adults that died from the first freezing. But if I wouldn't have done that, and I would have opened this, they would have been running everywhere, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. They would be in there eating and mating, and they would just be running all through there. That's why you see me look at it. It wasn't nothing moving. Because if you don't do that, when you look at it, you're going to see them moving. You're going to see a bunch of them. You're going to see a bunch of them. So you want to keep your food in these. This is your food that you're storing for years. Now, your beans and rice got an expiration date. The expiration date just means it ain't at its freshest, but it's still edible. I looked it up. It's still edible past the expiration date. It just ain't going to have as much taste, but it's not going to be poison or toxic. So what I'll do, I'll go to the store, I'll get a whole bunch of rice and beans. I'll put them on the counter. I'll wait about a month or two, and I'll go get some more. I'll check the expiration date so that, let's say this one expire 2028 June. I'll wait till I go back and see one say it expired January 2029. I'll put them on the counter. I'll do the same thing. I'll put them in the freezer for 5 days. I'll take them out for 5 days. I'll put them back for another 5 days. I'll take them out for 5 days. I'll throw all this away. And I'll fill them back up with all the new stuff. That's going to give me another 2-3 years of it being fresh. And I'm going to do that around Thanksgiving and Christmas, because they be giving away beans and stuff like right after Thanksgiving. They be giving away like black beans and rice. It be on super sales. So I'll wait till like November. I'll do it all over again. I'll get that stuff on sale. I'll get a whole bunch of black-eyed peas and couscous and all that stuff. I'll do the whole process again. I'll just throw all this down the dumpster and put the new back in there. Put the tea leaves in there. That way no bugs don't be crawling around in the bucket. And these the buckets you gotta get. You gotta get the gamma buckets. You gotta get the gamma buckets, y'all. You gotta get the gamma buckets. You can't use regular buckets. You gotta get the buckets that the top screw on. Another thing you gotta have, especially you kings, make sure the queen got this. Listen, make sure this is in the queen's or in your car or the queen's car every time she leaves. This right here, the queen come out the store, she go to start the car, boom, the battery dead. All she got to do is pop the trunk or the glove compartment, preferably the trunk, because they be breaking in glove in the car. She go in the trunk, she get this out, she lift the hood, she put the red on the red, the black on the black, she start her car, she go take that off, throw it on the seat, so she don't get carjacked or nothing. She hurry up, try to get in the car, and your baby gone. She ain't got to be out there calling you, baby, the car won't start. Or out there, could you give me a jump? Could you give me a jump? She ain't got to call AAA and sit out there and wait. Her car don't start, and in 45 seconds, she gone. 45 seconds later, she gone. Car don't start, she popped the hood, snapped that on there, start it, throw it, gone. Listen, I had a car, my little runaround car. I still got it really, but I don't hardly never drive it. And I have to go start it every now and then and drive it. So I went to try to start it. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. The battery was dead. I put this on there, started it, went back about a week later, it wouldn't start again, which means my battery was gone. All I did was kept using this, and then one day put this on there and drove to AutoZone, bought another battery, put a new battery in the parking lot of AutoZone. That's it. I didn't have to rush to get a battery because my alternator was still good. My battery just wasn't holding no charge. So that I didn't have to worry about my alternator having a strain. I got a bungee cord. I hooked this to the battery and stuff, and I bungee cord this onto the battery, and I drove around on this. I wasn't going nowhere but to the store and just making sure the car run. And then I went and got a new battery. This is a lifesaver right here. If you got a truck, get the bigger one. This is the NOCO. You got to have that. Now, these I'm going to be getting next week or the week after. These are the radios. These are the radios that go for miles. I think this one do all across the country. Right? These go all the way across the country, like a radio walkie-talkie, nationwide walkie-talkie. I think they're like 300, 375, something like that. I'm finna order a pair of these. Now, here go your communication right here. When all networks go down, there you go right there. I looked into it. I looked into different ones, but this one is the easiest one to work. You don't have to do a bunch of programming or nothing. And they go all across the country. So far, this looked like the brand I'm finna buy, but I'm going to do some more investigation. I've been watching videos on it. And this way, like I give one to my cousin. My cousin, the ex-sheriff. You know, he like guns and stuff like that. I don't know. You can search it right now, though. I think they're like 3-something, 4-something. They work all across the country. Another thing you gotta have and you should have right now is a Berkey water filter. So you could take water out the sink and clean it yourself. It's got 2 filters. It's going to clean out everything. This is how I get fresh water. I'll clean it myself. I don't have to trust the water company to clean my water. Why would you go buy water from the water company to clean your water when nowadays they got the technology where you can buy the same stuff they use? They just got the big one for the factory. But you could have this in your kitchen. All you do is pour the water in the top. When it runs down to the bottom, it runs through these two filters. The two black filters be on the top. The two white filters take all the fluoride out. The white filters on the bottom. The black ones take out everything else. The white ones take out the fluoride. So every time it runs through both filters, it runs through the black one, the white one, and then into the bottom. The white one's going to be in the bottom, so the water comes out the white ones. The black ones be at the top. You pour the top full of water. The water's going to go through here, go through those, come out clean. And you couldn't get filters for a while because the government said, we got to test y'all. The government just tested them and they passed. So for sure they work. Now me, I ordered one, and I ordered one for a friend of mine. And when I ordered one for me and a friend, the order didn't go through because one of the addresses didn't match the address on my credit card. So I went back and had to order again. They end up sending me a free one by mistake. So I ordered two. I ended up getting three. I gave the other one to my daughter, but she broke her white filters. I got to get her two more white filters. Right? So you don't got to worry about water if the system collapses. You got water. And I mean, you can put any water in there. You see the dye at the bottom? When you first get it, you can put that dye in the top, and at the bottom, it's going to come out white. Only thing I got to do is go order this metal spigot because I got the plastic one on there. So I'm just going to get a new spigot. I've got to get some more filters. Right? You need to have this. I'm giving you real survival stuff. This is what you need to have. Another thing you need to have is a Jackery. A Jackery power station. Get the one that has get the solar panels. Maybe you just want to get the power station first and plug it up and charge it up. Then go back and get the solar panels. If you got the solar panels, why are you buying gas for a gas generator? When you can put the solar panels up on your house, up on your garage, or just lay them out where the sun's hit them, and you got eternal power with no gas. And they got a bigger one than this one in the middle. I like Jackery because they got some nice stuff. Another thing is a must. Hey man, this is my cabinet from last year or something, but I keep it like this. There's a place I go to that sell the big old paper towels. So when I get 6 paper towels, right, it's like I got like 15 regular size paper towels. So I'm saving money. I'm not going through paper towels fast like that because one roll is popping. And then, of course, I got the toilet paper, no dye, preferably bamboo or something, no dye. Brothers, you got your woman wiping herself with dye. And you don't want to die, you want to live. So it's like, get some good, but keep toilet paper stacked up all the time. All the time. And once again, the zip. If you get cut, you put them on there and you pull them and they close. Like a zipper. It's going to zip the wound closed. So get the zip cut kit for sure. For sure. Get the zip cut kit. For sure. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Get the zip cut kit. You put them on the wound and then you pull it and it's going to close the wound. And it's going to heal. And that stops you from having to go to the hospital or whatever. If it's a long wound, you just put more on there. If it's a long cut, instead of rushing to the hospital, you put one there, one there, one there, one there. You pull them closed. It's going to pull the whole thing closed. Just like you went to the hospital. This hospital type stuff that you can do right at home. This is what's happening right here. This is the best thing I've showed you. The two best things I showed you is where to get water and these right here. Because if you get cut or something, this is a 911 emergency on everything. If you get cut or something, it's an emergency. And right now in the South, it ain't really looking so good. People might be out of power. They saying it could be up to a month because they saying the ice, with it being 40 below and all that in the ice storm, they saying they ain't never seen nothing like this in the U.S. This is what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next thing I'm finna get is the water bricks. I should have had them. See, you could get these and fill these with water and then just stack them like that, right out the way. Each one carried 3 gallons. So what's that? 6, 12, 24 gallons of water stored away. These are the type of things when you got a little extra money, these are the type of things that you buy every now and then. You can't just depend on the system because the system is dependent on Mother Nature. And Mother Nature, don't be cooperating like that. Of course, I already showed you, make sure you get a radio. And this radio, look, it could even charge your phone up and all that. You got to have communication. So get the radio, man. Get the radio. You got to have communication. Okay? And this radio got the crank where you can sit up like that, get your workout too, and charge it up yourself. It's charging right now by doing this. And it's got the solar panels on the top. And you can use a USB to charge it. So you can't lose. You know what I'm saying? Get the radio, man. Get the radio. So you can hear what the hell's going on out here. You understand? See? It was totally dead. You heard Vernon police is prepared to shut down access to and from just in case. Heck yeah. Yes. Yes, they are. Because when you start talking about that type of, when you start talking about that type of situation, see, this has got all kind of emergency lights and everything. When you start talking about that type of situation, 40 below and all that, you're talking serious. This is a serious situation, y'all. That's why I'm over here. This ain't no joke right now. This ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Keep, and anyway, period, no matter what. Use some toilet paper and paper towels stacked up. Is the storm a part of Chicago? No. The storm is not a part of Chicago. We too far north. The storm, here's Illinois way up at the top by Lake Michigan. The storm is down right across St. Louis and going to go up to New York, but that's just the snow. So the blue part, you'll be all right. That's just snow and cold. You'll be fine. The red is the ice storm. Something never, I don't remember in history. And the red, this red part from Nashville, Tennessee down, it ain't Florida, it ain't the bottom of Georgia. This red part, they say are going to freeze all the power lines, and the power lines are going to break. It's going to be like 40 to 50 below zero. I've never heard no 40 or 50 below in the United States in my whole life. Chicago, we had one time back in the 80s, like 80 or 81, it got 27 below. And I went outside and my head froze right here. I had everything covered but that. It was so cold. And it's supposed to be 5 inches of ice, 4 to 5 inches of ice. And they expecting people could possibly be out of power for 4 to 5 weeks in this red part. So that's why I'm coming over here letting my subscribers know it's really, really up. And if there's anything you don't have, you might not be able to get it because they're saying storage is empty because it's going down. It's going all the way down. It's going all the way down in this red part. It's finna be, I don't like to promote just bad news for the hell of it, but this could be beyond catastrophic. Because they ain't used to that being that cold down there like that. They ain't used to that. No ice storms. When they had an ice storm in Dallas. When they had an ice storm. Jackson, Mississippi just barely missed Atlanta. When they had an ice storm. Nashville on the edge of it. The middle of Texas with an ice storm. What they gonna do with the cattle? Hey, what they gonna do with all them cows? Farmers right now is trying to find somewhere to put them cows. I guarantee you. They trying to find somewhere to put them cows because them cows ain't gonna make it in no ice storm. It's far worse than the heat wave of 95. This is something, the worst weather I've ever heard of. Hopefully they exaggerate it. That's all we can say. Hopefully it won't get 40 to 50 below. Hopefully. We wish for the best. But I know right now in Chicago today, it was 4 degrees when I went out. Ain't no telling how cold this is. And it's going to get really colder tonight. So it's starting out cold and it's going to get colder tonight in Chicago. Because they telling us it might be 25 below or something crazy. That's what they saying. Because it's coming late too. That's what's crazy. It ain't normal like you'll get up in the morning, it'll just be like that. No, it's cold coming. I never experienced that. If it's going to be 25 below, when we get up in the morning, it's going to be cold already. Nah. Nah, it ain't happening. Listen, your thermostat say -8. See what I'm saying? Listen. This morning was -1. Then when I went outside, it was -4. That don't happen like that. It's usually the coldest at night. And then when the day comes, if it would have been -4 this morning, and it would have been -1 now. No, it was -1 this morning, and then it went down to -4. So how long is going to go? Good to see you, Jada. So how long is going? How far is going to go down? And like all my people in like Atlanta and Georgia and stuff, hey, listen, man, get ready. Get ready. Get ready to lock down. I hope you save some food. You know what I'm saying? The stores might have something, but I hope you save some food and hope for the best. Because if them power lines go down, they saying that the power lines could go down and the whole power station could go down. Not just the power lines in your area, but they saying if it go down to 25 or 40 below, they saying that the power station somewhere to the east there's a power station that control all this. They say that whole thing could just collapse. Because they saying with all that ice, they saying that power lines just gonna fall. They gonna crack. They're just gonna break. They're gonna break like twigs. Yeah, they need generators. Not only do they need generators, the generators ain't gonna do no good unless they got gas. And guess what, Jada? You ain't gonna be able to get no gas. Last time that storm came, we helped that sister over here. They couldn't get no gas because the line at the gas station was 1.5 miles long. By the time they got to the pump, the gas station was out of gas. See, the gas stations be running out of gas. You understand? So not only do you have to have a generator, you have to have gas stored up in metal containers. Because when the emergency comes, everything be gone. Look, when I was a little boy, right, when Chicago had the biggest snowstorm, my dad was a CTA bus driver. My dad didn't come home for 2 days. The snow was so bad that my daddy and everybody on that bus, they had to live on that bus for almost 2 days. Yes, when we had the big giant snowstorm when I was like 10. My daddy and all the riders, they had to live on the bus. And the neighbors brought them out food and coffee and tea. And my daddy said, good thing the bus was full of gas so he could keep everybody warm. And what he did, he just kept turning it off. And then when it get to try to cool out, he turned the bus back on, warm it up, turned off to save gas. I didn't see my daddy for 2 days. And look, it was so much snow, y'all. It was so much snow, right? That my whole block I lived on, and the whole neighbor, everybody was snowed in the house. Because the snow, so you got to understand, when all that snow fall in the neighborhood and you get 4 feet of snow, you ain't gonna have 4 feet of snow. You're gonna have 10 feet of snow. You know why? Check this out. When the 4 feet of snow fall, it fall on the roof. But the roof go like this, so all the snow come off the roof. So on the side of the house, it's 8, 9 feet of snow. On my soul. On my soul. We was all snowed in. My whole block, 116th and Aberdeen, everybody was trapped in the house because you couldn't open the door. The Mosleys had one of them short houses. We had a 2-story house. So in those neighborhoods, you got 2-story house and 1-story. The Mosleys had a 1-story house and had 4 sons. So they 3 oldest sons jumped out the window and shoveled their mama out, and then came and started shoveling everybody out. And the first people they shoveled out was the people that had older sons. So every time they shoveled somebody out, that was more men, more young men and older men that could shovel more people out. And so finally we got shoveled out. And I swear to God, when I came out the side door of my house, I was a kid about 10. It was a tunnel. It was a tunnel from the side of my house to the front. The snow was over my head like that. And because I thought it was fun, I was running back and forth under the snow was over my head. And when they shovel it, the snow didn't fall, because what happens is a lot of times the snow will come and be soft, but then it'll get real cold, and then the snow don't be snow. It turned to like some ice-like type of snow. So it made an igloo on the side of our house. And the door was up under the snow. And I was a little boy running back and forth under the snow. And here goes this thing. The reason I brought that up. So I remember, like, after a day, my mama took us and we put on a bunch of clothes because it wasn't really super cold, just a whole bunch of snow. And we walked up to the store. And when we got in the store, there wasn't hardly nothing in there. She got something, but I don't know what she got. The snow looked like a bomb hit it. So basically, y'all, there's a tunnel on the side of the house. I was playing under it. And then my dad didn't get on for 2 days. My daddy lived on the bus with whoever. That's why, and then listen. So cars on the side of the street, so the snow was so high, the snow turns to ice. So now even when they cleaned the streets, they couldn't really clean the streets good because it was cars all the way down, snow frozen in blocks of ice. So imagine seeing blocks and blocks and blocks of cars in frozen ice. That's why Chicago got the snow routes now. Now, once they get a certain time of the year, you can't park on certain streets. They're going to tow your car. Why? Because of the great snowstorm, all them cars made it worse. So now in Chicago, when it get around, I think October, you better read a sign. Listen, if you come to Chicago after evening time, like I think 7 or so, if you park somewhere and it turns 7 o'clock, when you come back, your car going to be gone. Your car going to be an underground Wacker Drive. Why? You parked in a snow route. You can't park in no snow route because of this big storm back then, 1968. I think I was 10. I think that was 68. And those cars was frozen there for like 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks. They had to wait till the temperature drop and it melt to get the snow out. Imagine your car in solid ice, the shiny kind. The ice, yeah, they was all under snow and it turned to the shiny kind. As a matter of fact, with my last queen, she got caught in the last big snowstorm coming from work down on the low end, and the whole Lakeshore Drive was snow everywhere. And I remember she got home, she was shaking and crying for about 4 hours. It's scared her to death, man. Man, it's the last time we had that. That might have been about 7 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. We was living in Hyde Park, scared of the death. When we walked to the store, did we have to walk in the street? I don't remember because I was a little boy. I just remember getting to the store. You know, I was little. I might have been 9 or 10, so I don't really remember. I just know we end up at the store. I don't remember going there, and I don't remember coming home. I don't remember too much. I just remember little bits and pieces, but I remember running back and forth on the side of the house with snow over my head, like a fort. Like I thought I was like playing in a fort. The snow was like that. And the neighbor hadn't cleaned theirs yet, so the whole sidewalk was snow all the way up to the top of the iron fence. Yeah, that was 2011. That was 2011. People left their cars on Lakeshore Drive. On my soul. She came home. She was a nervous wreck, but she made it. You know what I'm saying? But I would have went and got my queen from out there. All she had to do was call me. I would have went and got her ass by hook or crook. I would have got her from out there. I would have got her so close and walked to get her from out there on my soul. She came home. She was crying. She was shaking. You know, a lot of women, they don't like to drive. They drive. They don't really like it. They're not really good. You know what I'm saying? Scared the hell out of them. She was a nervous wreck. She wasn't no more good. She wasn't no good, but she made it out of there. She was lucky she was at the front end of the snow. If she would have got off work an hour later, she wouldn't have, no way she would have made it home. People left their cars on Lakeshore Drive. The cars was out there the next day. Lakeshore Drive was full of cars the next day. It was crazy. But it wasn't like the snow back in 1968. I think it was 68. It wasn't like the one when I was little. So you got to have emergency stuff. Then I was in the big earthquake in California. I was in that big earthquake. Everything was shut down. Hot wires was all over the city. It hit the Bay Area worse. It hit San Francisco and Oakland the worst. But it tore up a lot of stuff in LA. And everybody was scared to go back in the house. Like these natural disasters, like they not no joke. They not no joke. You must always be prepared for natural disasters. Always. You must always have extra beans and rice in the house. You should never just have enough food till you go back to the store. Never. You got to have extra red beans and black beans and rice in the house. And if you can, you need to have some water. Store it up. I'm telling you. And you definitely need to have some toilet paper. This is essential. And a radio. Look, let me show you what you need to have. Check it out. say, we had the first storm this November. I was going to Bourbanius, and I almost got stuck. Scared you. I turned around and came back to Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely not no joke. And these people, they reckless. They reckless. They're all in outer space, right? Anybody don't think it's going to be no pushback, putting a bunch of satellites up there. You know what I'm saying? If you think they could do all this crazy stuff and everything stay the same. Come on, man. How everything going to stay the same when you're doing all this crazy stuff? So look, I'm going to update this. Let's send this to everybody. Tell everybody to watch this. We're really trying to scare everybody. We're trying to scare everybody so they be as prepared as possible. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to scare everybody. Y'all take care of yourself and help everybody, the best you can. You know what I'm saying? Help everybody. Last Saturday, I was working in the far north suburbs. They have high ditches on both sides of the road. I could not see the road, and the snow make high beams useless. You got back to the main road. Yeah. The high beams is worthless. You know what I'm saying? The high beams is worthless. And the car won't stay on the road. The car not going to stay on the road. I watched a video this morning. People couldn't even walk across the street. One person, they had to go and make a line and pull them out the street because everybody tried to go out there and get them out the street. Failed too. It get that slippery. It could get too slippery to walk on. That's why, let me show you something. Hold on, let me show you something. Watch this. Let me show you something. That's why you need these. You need these. See them spikes? You put these on your shoe. You put this over the toe. You put this over the toe. You put that on the back. When I put this on my shoe, now I can walk. Now I can walk. Hold on. You want to be able to walk out there without falling, right? You got to have these. You put these on your shoe. And while everybody else can't walk, I can. See? I got to put this in my survival stuff to remember to tell y'all about these. So I got to get another one because this one look like it's finna break. I got to order a new pair. But yeah, you got to have these, brothers. You got to have these. Listen, I forgot what they call. Look them up, somebody. I think they call shoe spikes. They something. Just search what can I put on my shoes to walk on the ice? You gotta have these. Cleats would be good too. But the good thing about these is they come off. You know what I'm saying? They come off. You know what I'm saying? So you can put them on any pair of shoes you got. You know what I'm saying? But if you just got cleats, that'd be good. But these are cheap. Look, man, this one breaking. It's just too old. They old. But this one is breaking. I got to get another set. Look, it's breaking right there. See, look, it's coming apart right there. Yep, this one's finna break. I got to get another set. You know what I'm saying? I bought these. I bought these because I forgot I bought these because I went outside. It was real slippery one day. And some kind of way it came across my timeline, like I seen them somewhere. These from the break because they didn't dry rot it because I haven't had to use them. We ain't had no snow, so I ain't had to use them. They're called ice cleats, okay? Get you some ice cleats. Hold on a second. Let me run this commercial. Hold on. Yeah, so that's what's up with that. So, you know, rubber slip-on ice cleats. Those is very good to have. You can have a pair in your car and some at home. Very good to have. Very good because I'm telling you, man, slipping on the ice, you could break a hip bone. Like you could really hurt yourself on ice because it throw you too fast. You can bust the back of your head because you don't fall at a normal speed. You fall faster. It's dangerous. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself and stay positive. You know what I'm saying? And be ready for an update. We're going to watch what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And get your survival gear together. Support the channel. Victory.